Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, 3-1. That's how you bounce back. Wizards defeat the Boston Celtics in Boston. Firstly, I want to thank you guys for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. We are free and available on all platforms. And before I turn it over to my boy Ed, that's how you build a culture right there. That's how you build a team culture. You get beat up, roughed up, you can't hit a shot in Brooklyn against the Nets. So what do? You go to Boston. It's tough. It's scrappy. And you win. You go down there and win. It wasn't cute. It wasn't pretty. It don't gotta be. Just win the game. And that's what the Wizards did. They won. Shout out to Wes Unseld Jr. That's how you build a team culture right there. 3-1, let's go. Hey, what you got to say, Ed, man? I know you feeling good.
I just gotta say, duh.
Yes, sir. Duh.
3-1. 3-1. We went into Boston. We took their cookies. We ate the food off their plates. I'm gonna read a tweet from Montrezl Harrell that went around last night. He said, unacceptable on all levels. Trez gotta be better. Trez be better, a lot better. Simple as that. Now, he was talking in third person. Whatever he said, this man came out there and played his butt off. That junkyard dog player that Trez is. 25 points and 11 boards. Enough said on that. And he shot 10 for 13 from the field. He provided that spark on the bench. He dominated at times on Al Horford, dominated Robert Williams. There was times where Bradley Beal would throw a full court pass and Montrezl Harrell just Randy Moss guys and put the ball up and scored and had a couple of dunks. I'm just loving Montrezl right now. Trez is just an unsung hero for this team right now. Spencer Dinwiddie, ice cold water in this man's veins. This guy is clutch against the Pacers, clutch tonight. That post move on Schroeder where he just big boyed him and just bodied him and just moved him out the way. I love it. That was not a hook or a push off. Some people said it was. It was not, where he just carved his way through, got the easy layup, hit a big three. Spencer Dinwiddie, he probably is our fourth quarter close. I mean, you can interchange between Bradley Beal or him, but through these 4 games, Dinwiddie has stepped up he's been clutching the fourth, and he did the same thing for the Nets too. So this is not a surprise with Spencer Dinwiddie. I got a shout out to Kyle Kuzma. He didn't score a lot tonight, 12 points, 8 boards, but he did a tap out, things that are not, the intangible things. He did a tap out, offensive rebound tap out that gave us an extra possession. Aaron Holiday came in and gave us good minutes with Neto being out. Clutch floater, clutch jumper, big keys. Guys stepped up when we needed them to off the bench. I really hope Daniel Gafford's okay. He got hurt and we still played well. Bradley Beal had another off night. But he did other things. 7 for 25 from the field, which is abysmal shooting. 0 for 6 from the three-point line, which is abysmal as well. But you know what? He had a double-double tonight. He had 17 points and 10 boards. He stepped up and did other things when his shot was not going in. And he did make that clutch floater at the end as well. Wes Unseld Jr., like you said, made adjustments from that Brooklyn Nets game where we did not pass the ball to each other. We didn't move the ball. We didn't get back on transition defense tonight. Denny Avdia with a huge slam tonight. Great defense on Jaylen Brown. Great defense at times against Jason Tatum. He was a huge part tonight. Even Bertans had to come in and play at the 5 position, which, that's when we lost the lead. But guys stepped up and played hard. I thought Bertans hit a couple jumpers tonight. But Spencer Dinwiddie was just super, super, super clutch. Harrell, all those guys just stepped up tonight. I mean, huge win. This is a game that we usually lose last year. But we stepped up and took over in a hostile environment and won this game. 3-1, man. This is huge.
Yeah. And I just want to say the production from the bench, I mean, Montrezl Harrell, obviously, but like you said, Aaron Holiday, especially in that fourth quarter when he came in for Dinwiddie, big minutes. Davis Bertans, I mean, having to switch to the 5 because Daniel Gafford went down. I got to give props to him. I mean, 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 3. I mean, he came in, gave us good production. Corey Kispert even came in and gave us good production. Denny Avdia, that was one of my favorite Denny Avdia performances today. Now, I know he hit a 3. He got the alley-oop slam, But the defense, oh my gosh, the dude's a menace. He's a menace on defense. He was hounding Tatum, hounding Brown. I mean, the guy was just, I love it. Denny Avdia, that defense, man, I love it. That was one of my favorite Denny Avdia games, man. He didn't wow you offensively, off the dribble, step back threes, but that defense, man, that's what you want to see. You want to see that defense. So, I mean, Montrezl Harrell, we say it all the time. The dude's a grown man. He's a dog. He's a dog. I mean, 25 and 11, stepping up too when Gafford was out hurt. I mean, 10 for 13, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. He was over there eating all game. And like you said, you read the tweet. That's what leaders do. You don't just tweet about it. You implement your tweets into the game. And that's exactly what he did. Had a strong bounce back game. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie, the closer, Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, big three, big layup late, hitting the free throws late. I mean, that's what you want to see. We've seen it against the Pacers, and we've seen it again tonight. Like you said, this is a game like last year, we lose probably. Right. I mean, we did lose in Boston pretty rough like that last year. It was close and the Wizards lost. This time, the Wizards come out with the dub, and that's a testament to this team. I mean, Kyle Kuzma, good defense on the boards, 8 rebounds, 12 points, wasn't the best shooting once again, but defensively, he did a really good job. Caldwell Pope, 11 points, 3 for 4. He hit some big threes. He hit a lot of threes. I mean, great performance from Caldwell Pope. Bradley Beal, I mean, he had some nice moments. He had to help still in the fourth. He had the floater, but I mean, he did other things. He had a double-double
full layups. The Shaq and the fool before the first half, before the halftime.
Yep. The second quarter layup. I ain't even gonna bring that up. But I mean, he was on the boards, 10 rebounds. He got himself 3 steals. But the shooting, Brad, we got to get the shooting together, man. We got to get it together. It was rough. Yeah. It was rough, man. So hopefully Bradley Beal, especially, he would tell you that was trash. That was a trash performance by him. I don't got to tell you. He would tell you himself. He expects higher of himself, as expected of all NBAer. But before we get into some more about the game tonight, we have a message from our friends at Rock Auto. With the ever-increasing numbers of makes and models, it's now impossible for your local chain auto parts store to stock all the parts you need. Why endure often pointless or seemingly intimidating questioning and wait while the person behind the counter orders the parts on their computer, choosing the only brand their warehouse happens to carry? You have computers with access to rockauto.com at home and in your pocket. Save time and money when using Rock Auto. Why choose to spend 30, 50, even 100% more for the same parts from a chain store or car dealership? For example, the Honda Odyssey fuel pump is $353 from a chain store, but only $216 from Rock Auto. Rock Auto is a family business serving do-it-yourselfers for over 20 years. Rock Auto prices are reliably low for every customer, and they have everything you could need from brake parts, tail lamps, motor oil, and even new carpet. So go to rockauto.com right now and see all the parts available for your car or truck. Write Locked On in their How Did You Hear About Us box so they know we sent you. Amazing selection, reliably low prices, all the parts your car will ever need, rockauto.com. We also have a message from our friends at BetOnline. We're back and better than ever. All eyes are on the gridiron as teams are back for another football season. As always, BetOnline is your number one spot for all the pro and college football action this season. With a new updated site and interface, even more odds, props, and contests, BetOnline continues to be the number one source for everything football and basketball. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Don't forget to use our promo code LOCKEDON to receive your bonus. From football, basketball, boxing, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. And once again, guys, I want to thank you again for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. We are free and available on all platforms. So, Ed, what's some other takeaways you have from the game?
I just want to thank everybody for watching on YouTube and listening. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are at 500 subscribers, so I just want to thank you guys for that. You guys have been super, super loyal on YouTube as well. But what you said KCP, man, I forgot to say KCP. And before I do get to KCP, if Bradley Beal, just imagine how scary this team could be if Bradley Beal he shot 7 for 25. I don't know the percentage on that. I know it's probably like 30, maybe even like 30%. Let's say if he shoots just 40% from the field, if he shot just a little bit better, we would have been able to put this game away, put them to bed a long time ago. But he did step up towards the end. Now, KCP, man, he played 31 minutes, 4 for 6, 11 points. The numbers don't jump out at you, but he provided a spark when we were kind of getting a little lackadaisical at one point. He hit a step back three, then he hit a three in a corner, and then he ran and got a steal. I mean, he created extra possessions for the Washington Wizards, and he was an X factor for tonight. KCP, that's what we're looking for, that 3-and-D guy to come out there and provide something that we just didn't have last year, more wing depth, and KCP provided that tonight. One thing that we do need to clean up, just being objective, is turnovers. There's a lot of times where I think we could have put them out of the way and put them to bed a long time ago. And probably we won by 9. I think we could have really won by 15, if I'm being really honest and truthful with everybody here. I do want to look at how many turnovers we had. We had 15 turnovers. I feel like we had more than that. And the Celtics had 13. So I just feel our turnovers came at the worst time possible. Like we had some fast breaks. Montrezl Harrell, he had the dunk, but it slipped out of his hands. I thought that could have been a dagger right there to put them out of the way. And then they got the ball back, and I think they want to score. They scored on the next possession, if I'm not mistaken. And then some of the missed layups by Bradley Beal in that second half. So I feel like we could have even beat them by even more. But of course, I'm happy with the win. But those are just things we have to improve on. With Neto being out, we don't know if Spencer. I want to say Chase Hughes tweeted that Spencer might be resting on back-to-back. So we don't know for sure if he's going to play tomorrow, but it's like he kind of has to because Neto's out. Now Gaff with the quad contusion. We don't know if he's probably not going to play tonight. We don't know for sure. But, this is where our depth is going to have to come into place. We do need another big, though. We're going to need Thomas Bryant down the stretch. So it shows that Rui, once again, is still not here yet. But I'm just happy. Even Corey Kispert got in the mix a little bit. He had 2 points. He got a steal. Made a good play on a fast break and finished. So I like what I saw from everybody tonight that did get in. Of course, Jabari Parker almost had a revenge game at one point, but we finally stopped him on that. But I love what the Wizards did. I mean, that Wes Unseld Jr., the fact that he shows that he can make adjustments, from that Brooklyn game. It looked like two different teams out there. It seriously looked like two different teams. Him going up against Ime Udoka, who's a first-year head coach as well, who's a good coach too. So this game came down to coaching. It came down to coaching. Wes made some rotations, some changes and things like that. And the team came out there and balled out tonight, man. I'm just impressed by Spencer Dinwiddie once again and Harrell. I love what I saw tonight.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the Wizards are 3-1, and Bradley Beal is not shooting the ball well. They don't have Rui Hachimura. They don't have Thomas Bryant. They didn't have Daniel Gafford for the second half of this game. I mean, they didn't have Raul Neto. I mean, and they're 3-1. I mean, that's a testament to the team that Tommy Shepard built and that Wes Unseld Jr. is currently coaching. I mean, the defense tonight, very impressive. You look at Jaylen Brown, 5 for 16, 1 for 4 from the three.
Right.
Marcus Smart, 1 for 7 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. Jason Tatum, 9 for 22, 1 for 8 from 3. And we all know Jason Tatum kills the Wizards. He kills them.
He does.
So, I mean, yeah, they struggled with Dennis Schroeder, another guard off the bench who was 4 for 6 from the 3, similar to Patty Mills off the bench. But, I mean, you hold the Celtics to 34% from the 3, 44% from the field. I mean, 107 points to the Celtics, 104 points to the Nets. So low 100s. The Wizards are keeping their guys at low 100s. And I said when they lost to the Nets, typically if the Wizards are holding to a team to 104, 107 points, you would think they won that game. And they won that game tonight. One thing I will say, like you said, the turnovers, man. The turnovers are a big, big reason the Celtics even came back. I mean, when you keep giving teams opportunities by not getting your own shots up and just wasting possessions by giving the ball away, especially on the road, you can't do that. You can't give teams momentum like that. They were also 72% from the free throw line. They missed 8 free throws. Now I know Denny hit 2 big free throws in the fourth. I know Spencer Dinwiddie, like I said, finished it off, hitting all his free throws. I think even Harrell hit 2 big free throws too late. So
Yeah.
they had their struggles. I mean, but they're fighting right now. So instead of us saying we just got to see what the team looks like when Rui comes back and Thomas comes back, and instead of saying that, we're saying, look what we're doing, and these guys are out. And Bradley Beal he can't buy a 3 right now. And look at us, 3-1, going into Boston, getting a dub. So, I mean, once again, just
and the thing
incredibly
is,
impressive.
Yeah, and the thing is now, of course, we want Rui to come back and start, but if Rui comes back in November, and let's say we're like 10-3 or 10-5 or something like that, it's hard to mess with that chemistry. Rui's going to have to come back and earn a spot. Same thing with Thomas Bryant, so we just can't. If KCP's balling in this unit and Kuzma's playing his butt off, you cannot sit a guy down like who's rebounding his butt off like this, because he's averaging like 12 boards. I know it's only 4 or 5 games, but he's averaging like 12 boards a game. You cannot sit this guy down. You cannot sit KCP down if KCP is going to go out there and be a legitimate 3-and-D wing. You just can't sit him down.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. And we're going to get into some more thoughts about the game right after this message from our friend at Postmates. Do you smell that? It's a Big Mac from McDonald's, my favorite. That Big Mac sauce is great, but the best part that showed up at my door because I ordered it with Postmates. With Postmates, I get all of my favorite foods from the local restaurants in my neighborhood delivered, no leaving the house, and even better, no getting in the car or finding a parking spot. And Postmates isn't all just burritos and sushi. I can order things like toothpaste and phone chargers on demand too. That's because places like Walgreens and 7-Eleven are also on Postmates. My favorite part, when the app lets me know that my food or items has just been delivered. Everything is right outside my door. So cool that never gets old. Just download Postmates on iOS or Android. Find your favorite foods or that one thing you forgot to get from the store and get it delivered on demand. And for a limited time, Postmates is giving just our listeners a little something. New customers will get 50% off your first 5 orders or $50 or more when you use code LOCKEDONNBA. That's LOCKEDONNBA to get 50% off your first 5 orders of $50 or more. Max savings of $100 per order. Just download the Postmates app or sign up online. It's super easy. Offer is subject to change and taxes and fees apply. Offer valid for 30 days after you add the promo code to your account. We also have a message from our friends at Sweat Block. Now, for a few weeks now, we've been talking about Sweat Block, these whites that stop sweat for 7 days. And it seems people have been listening. We have friends on Locked On who've tried the Sweat Block and love it. We have the story about our high school teacher. When he pit out by the 4th period, he heard the snickers and whispers from his students. So he started bringing a second shirt to change in between classes. Then he heard about Sweat Block on our program. He tried it and is now hooked. No more Snickers, no more second shirt. Now he's a true believer. There you go, Locked On listeners loving Sweat Block. You can stop excess sweat for up to 7 days per use. Doctor created, doctor recommended, dry shirt guarantee. If Sweat Block doesn't keep you dry, you get your money back. Not just for armpits, chest, back, feet, hands. Use it anywhere, and I mean anywhere that sweats. If you or someone you care about is dealing with excess sweat, you have to check out Sweat Block. Get it today for 20% off at sweatblock.com with promo code LOCKEDON or at Amazon and CVS. So, Ed, I mean, any other thoughts you got on this game? I'm just hyped right now.
Yeah, no, I guess we can do it. I'm hyped. I'm excited, man. 3-1. I don't know if there's a stat on that. That's probably since 2017 that we've done that, because I know they keep saying that 2017, 18 is the last time we did this, the last time we did that. But I guess we can do our X Factor and player of the game, and then we'll just move on because we got a game tomorrow. We can't celebrate too much. We got a game tomorrow night, and it's a good team too. Trae Young, and it's in DC. It's gonna be lit. I know you heard about Ludacris coming to town. I don't know if it's tomorrow night. I think it's like a different night. But they're gonna have backyard band and stuff. That's just for the fans, just letting you guys know. But to get back to the game, my last thoughts. Schroeder, when he missed the 3, he got the 3 back, a wide open 3. That was unacceptable. That can't happen in the clutch anymore. So that's just something we got to improve on. like you said, the defense against Jason Tatum, you can see they were frustrated. You can see Al Horford was frustrated. You can see Jaylen Brown was frustrated because Denny was getting under his skin. Other guys, we just had more. It wasn't just Isak Bonga and Rui and Denny. It's like so many guys that you could throw at him. But yeah, I'll get to my player of the game. It's between Harrell and Dinwiddie. I wish I could give co-MVPs. I might just have to do a co-MVP for both of them, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with Montrezl Harrell tonight because he said what he said. He backed it up. I really want to go with Dinwiddie. It's gonna be tough to pick who's on the YouTube thumbnail tonight. It could be Dinwiddie or Harrell. It's gonna be a tough one to pick, but I'm gonna go with Harrell with my MVP tonight for the game. We'll play the game, and then my X factor is I'm gonna give Aaron Holiday some shine because he's people have been giving him a rough time because he was bad in the Raptors game. He wasn't. He's been kind of up and down. But he stepped up with Neto being out. He hit 2 clutch shots tonight.
My player of the game, I 100% am going to show Denny Avdia some love. I'm going to give it to him. I know he's been a hot topic, as of late on Wizards social media and everything.
Right.
He played great today. Like I said, it was one of my favorite Denny Avdia games. I mean, very impressive defensively. You seen what he was doing against Harden in Brooklyn. It's very impressive what he's doing defensively. Like I said, he had the alley-oop slam. He had the 1 3-pointer. It's just the little things. Just keep working on the little things offensively. But you keep playing defense like that, Wes, for what he wants to do with this team and the identity he wants to create for this team, Denny Avdia keeps playing defense like that, he's going to be on the floor. He's going to be on the floor. So continue that great defense, Denny. Amazing job. So he gets my player of the game. X factor, I'm going to have to go Aaron Holiday too. That span in the fourth quarter when Spencer Dinwiddie went to the bench, Aaron Holiday, I mean, he did his thing. I mean, he had a couple runners to the basket off the pick and roll with Harrell. I mean, it was impressive what he did with no Raul Neto to come in, be that backup point guard, especially when Dinwiddie goes to the bench and you got Beal struggling. And to be able to hold your own and help the team stay afloat like that, that's huge. That's huge. And that's exactly why Tommy traded for him from Indiana. So 100% X factor, Aaron Holiday. So like you said, Ed, we got a game tomorrow against the Hawks. Just let's do a little quick preview. What you looking for?
Almost forgot to bring up the Montrezl Harrell flex on him. That was a big part of the game too. But what I'm looking for is the same defensive effort. Trae Young is going to shoot the lights out. You gotta do your best. Spencer Dinwiddie has 3 inches. He's 3 inches taller than Trae Young. So I really like that matchup. I like the matchup offensively for Spencer Dinwiddie. He can post up Trae Young just like he did with Schroeder. So I think we should attack that matchup early and just go right to it. Just put Spencer on the block, do a little turnaround jumper, all that. Looking for a better game from Bradley Beal, of course, a better shooting night, more efficient, putting forth that effort. They got some good bigs too. If Clint Capella is playing, I got to look at ATL. They just won tonight too, so I think they're playing a back-to-back.
Just now.
Yeah, they just beat the New Orleans Pelicans 102-99 on the road. So they're on a road trip right now. But Clint Capella did play tonight too, so it looks like it's going to be Harrell versus Capella. There's going to be two energy bigs just going at each other all night. Bogdanovich is going to be a good matchup too. DeAndre Hunter is a good 3-and-D guy, very athletic out of Virginia. And John Collins, he's a problem, man. That guy John Collins is athletic. He can shoot. He had 16 and 12 last night. Gallinari off the bench. They got a good team. Kevin Huerter, who went to the University of Maryland. They got some wings that can go. So Denny versus Huerter, and Kispert versus Huerter, and Bradley Beal versus Bogdanovich, who can shoot the lights out. Kuz versus Gallinari. So they got some good players. And Nate McMillan's a good coach too. So this is going to be a fun matchup. They're a playoff team. The Celtics are a playoff play-in team as well. So I love this matchup. But like I said, what I'm looking for is Kuz to step up, Bradley Beal to shoot better, Harrell to bring that energy, and Aaron Holiday too. He's just going to have to step up. But I'm looking for Dinwiddie to have a really, really good game.
Yeah, and that's with the hopes that Dinwiddie does play on that back-to-back. Like I said, we seen what Wes said. So hopefully, because, I mean, if that's the case, then you're probably down Daniel Gafford, most likely. You could be down Dinwiddie, so that's tough, But if Dinwiddie can play, I'm not keeping my hopes up for Gafford. I'm assuming, though, since it's early in the season as well and they're playing well, he probably will get the rest. It's going to be tough. I mean, Hawks escaped the Pelicans. Pelicans gave them a run for their money tonight. Trey dropped 31. They got a deep. You talk about the Wizards having good depth. The Hawks got some good depth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, off the bench, like you said, Herter, Cam Reddish coming into his own, Gallinari, Wright. I mean, that's a really good bench right there. And then, of course, you got Bogdanovich, Hunter, Capella, John Collins. It's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. Two teams coming off of back-to-back away games, getting dubs on on the opposition's court. I'm looking for Bradley Beal, like you said, to shoot better as well. Wizards to make more of their free throws. You can't be missing 8 free throws. Turn the ball over less. Now, I know it was only 15, but the times that they did turn it over, like you said, it led to a Celtics comeback. And I personally believe the Hawks are a better team than the Celtics. So you can't be doing that against the Hawks because they're going to crush you. So hopefully the Wizards come out strong and we get to 4-1. That sounds crazy. But, I mean, hey, you can get to 3-1, you can get to 4-1. Any final thoughts, Ed?
Just a bold prediction, and then we'll wrap it up. I got Bertans didn't miss a shot tonight. He was 100% from the field, so we gotta give him some credit. When we slander him when we do when he needs to be slandered, we give him credit. He didn't have a heck of a game, but he contributed tonight. My bold prediction is Bertans is going to hit 5 threes tomorrow night. And I got Dinwiddie dominating against Trae Young. I got him getting 28 points and exploiting that height matchup against Trae Young.
I got Bradley Beal finally having his Bradley Beal game. I got Bradley Beal dropping 35, an efficient 35. I'd say over 50% from the field. I say over 50% from the 3. 30 plus points, man. 30 plus points for him. And hopefully it's in a Wizards dub. But I think Bradley Beal, let's see if he can get his get back and get his mojo going. So Bradley Beal, 30 plus, over 50% from the field and 3. That's my bold prediction right there. And guys, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Once again, I want to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. Next time, we'll be back with you, hopefully after another Wizards dub. But now I want to make you guys have your second listen be Locked On Fantasy Basketball with Josh Lloyd. He hosts the #1 daily fantasy basketball show on the planet. It's free and available on all platforms, baby. Wizards 3-1, Ed. You already know how it go. Duh.
Yep. Hell to the Wizards, y'all. Peace.